It's motherfucking game
We go
time!
again.
It's the only reason why we're actually here.
Mm-hmm.
He is so compressed. Anyway. Welcome back to session. I am Kai, the DM. Kuma is here. Kuma's player is...
Yo.
is Slush. Stall's player is Gaster. And, me...
I'm right on the...
Me
in the
is,
role.
moving into Virgil.
I am approaching. Ain't got no pickles.
Pickle. The meme of the day is pickles and the Minecraft old. Also, my other Discord is trying to self-destruct. Don't worry about it.
You should get that looked at.
It's funnier this way.
Sorry.
Can someone tell me what happened last session?
Oh, where do we begin?
Where do
we begin? Alright.
If you start quoting fucking Genesis at me, I fucking swear.
Sorry, god damn it. Alright.
Pull out the gun. Just... No!
So, what had happened last session was we were all mainly reeling back from heading out on our own into the world of a dwarven city, or the dwarven capital. And some of us ran into some characters. Just some people who were trying to find their way and everything. Uh, and with a little bit of assistance, we all went back to the van. When we all managed to get together, I guess it was time to cause some mischief as Noah's character, he went off the rails and basically pulled a fast one on Akuma. And then dipped
Again.
the fuck again, and then dipped the fuck out of there. There was a little bit of pursuit uh, from Stall, but it ended because of a godforsaken, stupid ass fucking ruling. No, just kidding. It was a ruling. At some point, he just Noah just dropped his shit and split, taking with him only I think like a dagger or something. So we went to hot pursuit. We found Noah. We had the talking of we suck at communication. I don't think a D&D party is known for their spectacular communication with one another. Once we had all got that stuff figured out, we all decided Noah is on their own, quote unquote, and we all were just gonna do our thing. Which every session I always blank out on what it is that we're supposed to be doing here.
You guys are
and
going and getting magical items and have spent 3 sessions just fapping about the Dwarven Empire capital. Not even the Empire at large, just the fucking capital.
Straight out fucking about doing absolutely jack and shit. Just cause why not,
Level 15.
Don't worry, I'm about to get some stuff today. Today is a day of productivity. That was the set. That was
Hopefully.
The session. Hopefully. Oh no, this ain't no hopefully. Noah isn't here anymore. We can get stuff done now. We got to speedrun it while we have the.
Fanny's gonna watch this and go, "Wow, I'm gonna have to
I'm
talk
sorry.
to you later."
Fanny, if you're watching, we didn't mean that in a bad way. Please.
No, that was all Gaster. That was all Gaster. I'm passing the blame. He was the one that said it.
Yeah, blame your boyfriend.
I like to preemptively apologize. It didn't mean it. That was the session, though. There was nothing else that happened. At least anything that broad.
I mean, Noah may or may not now know where they came from.
Oh, well, that part, I assumed that was something that they would just find out themselves. I just know that, like, they were just kind of discovering more about themselves. Kind of had an idea, but not the whole picture type of deal. I've also had to change my fucking spell list. Uh, just to get on Hot Pursue, which I don't remember if I even changed them back. Let's see. New. Well, it is what it is. Not with the session. Was there anything I big I missed?
No.
Okay.
So, are we finally going up to go get magical items?
Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, Akuma's been trying to get his mithril armor for a while. Cool.
Let's hope. Okay. Nee, are you going with them?
I forgot I clicked on my microphone.
It happens, man.
Fuck. Alright. Are you going with them?
Yes. I had been chiming in, and I was just like, you know what? What I said wasn't super, important anyway, because it was all me just goofing off with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you forgot your mic was muted.
Yeah. It happens.
It is what it is, and frankly, it's fucking annoying. Because I've also accidentally muted myself and been chiming in for 20 minutes, and I'm like, I forgot I fucking muted myself. Technology is great.
It's a right by fire, you know. It's just
Except when it isn't.
Now it's time. Now it's time for magic items. Yeah, yippee!
Alright. You guys don't know where. Shut up. You guys don't know where Noah went, other than the fact that the double mask is missing.
Which one?
The Mask of Mask.
Oh, I thought I chucked that.
Motherfucker, you saw it reappear.
Oh, yeah, it did.
You did, but like many things.
Put the hamster back in the wheel, Gaster. You gotta get Stall's memory going.
Akuma didn't shit him.
Well, it is gone now, so nothing much we can do about that. It's just like, well, I hope that doesn't turn out anything bad.
Anyway, so you guys get up. I actually don't have a good map because he who funny pass out. So I don't have a funny map. So you get this map. Let me move the fucking party ribbon. Alright. The only one that's been here before is Akuma. Akuma, you know that the garage for fixing all the engines and everything is on the right-hand side of the palace. That's where the motorcade is. I just smacked my microphone again. That's where your RV gets serviced. Because it's the first of its kind. And basically, you're piloting it.
Don't you mean the second of its kind, since, Johnson had the first?
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's still in its experimental phase.
A little vehicle checkup wouldn't hurt. Right? Akuma drives to the garage.
Alright, you go there, and you're met with a bunch of artificers. These guys weren't here before. And...
Oh, hello there.
Sakuma! Welcome back! I see that you haven't gotten your stuff deleted yet. All of our science no longer works, so we have to be resorting back to dwarven runes.
I see. Yeah. Well, I'm still alive and kicking, of course. Awesome. And I brought some new party members.
Well, let's see him. The artificer opens the door and looks in. So you got yourself a turtle, and you found another walking metal man.
Yep.
He's gonna look over to Akuma. Is that a fetish or something for you? Considering this is the second one.
No, it's just a coincidence. A weird, weirdly specific cosmic coincidence. But a coincidence nonetheless.
Well, alright.
Say hi, guys.
Hi.
No comment. Stall's like staring at the air. And actually, you know what he is gonna say something? He is gonna say, "Aye, you like swimming in lava?"
I frankly can't because of the fleshy bits. But you're more than welcome to go around in the obsidian forges that we have around here.
Failed intimidation check.
Do you want an intimidation check from him?
No.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
Are you
with
trying
this?
to intimidate a dwarf artificer?
No.
Let's motherfucking go.
No.
I think that's an interesting way to go, intimidation-wise.
I already automatically failed because this guy is shit. This guy's charisma's shit to begin with.
You should ask him to dap you up.
Dab me up, homie.
Do you actually ask him to dab you up?
I don't even know what dap even means, probably. Like,
yeah, no, in character we wouldn't know.
In character, no.
Yeah, we wouldn't know.
I don't think Star would even know what dapping one up even means.
Well, anyway, if you guys don't mind moving out so we can check all the magic that we have in here. We got like 6 magic items just in here alone.
Come on, Byron. Let's get out.
Byron just scampers by. Oh, there he goes. Well, we was getting a wee bit too fat. Do you want us to add like a pet area for him?
I mean, you could. I mean, how big can he be? Hey, come on, Byron. Come to Papa.
Waddle. He looks like a very well-nourished raccoon. Yes, you know.
You mean like one of these?
Let me see him. Let me see him. Hold on. Where's the
put it in
picture
general.
of the fat raccoon?
No, it's a cat.
No.
I mean, close enough, right?
More like this. Here.
Have I really been feeding him too much?
Hey, Nee, would you like to take... Would anyone like to hazard a guess why he's that fat?
Is he well loved?
He is well loved.
Wow, that is a chunky boy. That is, dang. I thought Bucky was fat.
Well, I guess sitting in an RV for a while doesn't really leave much room for exercise.
Well, one of the princess's pets palaces, you can actually drop him off at, and they'll keep an eye on him and, you know, do all that.
Oh, sure.
I know your adventuring types don't exactly have time to allow for enrichment for certain animals, but you guys tend to gather some rather strange ones. He actually looks outside whenever he does that, and you see a human artificer with like a pet pygmy gargoyle, stone and all, just kind of chilling in there. You see him pouring something into a cup and handing it to it. Oh, he's giving it beer again. It's gonna piss everywhere. Anyway, out you go. He steps outside,
Alright.
waiting for you guys to leave.
Right. All right, everyone, let's go. That means you, Maceris, wherever you are.
Maceris is not there. Don't worry about it.
Come on, Nee. Actually, do you know where someone like me can get some mithril armor?
Oh, if you go inside.
Oh, lovely. I'll go get my mithril armor. And one of you guys can take Byron over to the pet area while I do that. I pick up Byron. Don't worry. Papa will be back. Eventually. As soon as he gets his armor. I stroke his chin.
Anyway. Nee and Stahl. This is the first time you guys been at such an opulent palace. Stahl, this is even more opulent than what is ever found in any of the manor houses that you have accidentally yourself into due to the cave system in the island of Grey. There is gold, there is marble, there is silver on the fucking chandelier. I'm pretty sure that thing right over there, that entire tool set, is made of adamantine.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around and I'm like, what the hell?
And this is just the fucking garage. Nee, would you like to roll me a perception check? Stahl, you can also roll a perception check.
Alright.
Boosted by your forge proficiency. Okay, character proficiency.
Perception, you say?
Mm-hmm.
What was it? /roll.
That is a 21.
Alright.
5.
Alright, Nee. It's a lot of machinery. You're pretty sure that doodad right there does something. You're not entirely sure, because you're not well versed in the whole, making shit move. Gassed. Stall.
Gasta.
By the fucking forge! Is that a flying boat?
Oh my god.
Why the hell do we need a boat? We're underground.
I'm like looking at that flying boat, and immediately I'm like knocking on like my head, thinking like, huh?
As you look around, you see a fleet of single person, but it looks like a bicycle that they shoved a motor onto. You see like single person movers that look like a unicycle they put two unicycles stuck together, a motor in the middle, and a stick for stability. That's a reference to a different Earth. But...
You see Stahl looking at that, and then almost in the cartoonish way, if he had eyes, he would like clean his eyes, like going eater, huh? Why is there a flying metal box? We're on the ground. What is that? What's
the joys
that?
the joys of dwarven engineering. Am I right?
I don't know. This just seems like I don't know what's the word. I'm not trying to make it sound bad. It's wonderful. How much did this cost?
Oh, I could probably answer that. Okuma, Nee, Stahl, you see a very familiar face. It's the head of the science division. The lady whose son you guys found and returned from the Bone Coast.
The kid with the obsidian dagger?
Yeah.
The very same.
Oh, hello again.
The very
Who are you
same.
again?
She looks a lot
totally
different
remember.
because she is actually wearing more garb that looks like she's working as a mechanic instead of as just like in a vacation garb.
Stahl totally remembers, so he's gonna like look over, see her, and seeing the others have like that recognition on their faces, he realizes he probably too should remember. So he's probably like, "Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, hi."
Well, it's been a while. Well, everything here is payrolled by the Dwarven Empire and its imports and exports.
Okay, but like, this still feels a little costly.
If you think this is costly, you should sit down in the bioengineering department.
Bioengineering?
Aye, we're trying to make plants grow better, even down here. Lower light variance and, well, producing plants that actually produce more fruit at lower cost to the plant.
Interesting.
Dwarves cares about plants.
Aye, we have to live. We have to brew. Where do you think we get half the things that we use down here? We either pull it out of the ground or we literally pull it out of the ground.
Yeah, you don't want me to answer that question. I'll just say you're right. I'll just say you're right. Why is that box floating?
That's a boat.
That's a boat?
Aye, a flying boat. It's a wee bit of a safety mechanism for whenever we finally get a flying ship going.
Why is it underground?
Well, we have more materials down here than we do up at the surface. It's right now going and getting some fixings. Such as, sometimes it likes to, and you just see it just tip over and the poor sod that was in it gets flung to the floor. There's a mattress there, so obviously this has happened multiple times. It does that sometimes. We actually got this on loan from a couple of other adventurers that got it from a dragon. How is that copper dragon, by the way?
Unfortunately, they died.
Terrible shame. I'll have to let the gnomish empress figure that out.
Anyway, I'm just here to get my vehicle checked, to get my pet checked, and to get some mithril armor for myself.
Oh, well, the mithril armor's under my department. The pet check is under my sister. She's the princess over the whole, medical field. These guys are more than capable of checking your car. Aldrich is a wee bit too busy with the whole, dealing with the elves sort of situation. They're trying to make him have a wife and all. And she just says that casually as she starts and turns to leave.
Well, I wish him the best of luck. Okay. And hopefully he invites me to his wedding, whenever that day comes.
I'd bike him sooner than anything. Come on, let's go.
Okay. You heard the woman? Let's go. Come on, Byron.
Nee. There's a lot of stuff going on. Nothing makes sense. Welcome to Maestra.
Yeah, so far, seems that way. What's going on here with this pet store besides or exotic, whatever the hell?
We're not at the pet store.
Not anymore. I'm sorry, I zoned out then. Heard something about the copper dragon.
Yeah, the copper dragon's dead.
Well, no, I knew that.
Yeah. It
All
was
right.
mentioned.
So then what is there to look at around here? I'm kind of just here more than anything.
You guys are going on a guided tour from the Dwarven Garage, which is where they do a lot of their maintenance and other things, where there is bicycles with motors. There are weird contraptions. There's a floating boat with people falling off of it. You guys are guided into the main palace. And you guys are being guided by the head of engineering and science.
Okay. I'm just trying to think of some stuff that I would want to do at this moment in time. Well, you know what? Honestly, I think I'm kind of just gonna stick relatively close to Akuma, if at all possible. There's none too much going on here that I think Nee would be genuinely interested in. I think a lot of this he would just kind of be like, let's like like a tourist, kind of just looking around saying that looks neat, and then doing nothing else with it.
Well,
If that makes sense.
yeah. A lot of the stuff hasn't really changed. Stall. It gets worse when you get into the palace.
There we go.
Pipes made by the dwarves are usually well stocked and well versed for high pressures. You see not just regular piping, like for air and stuff, you see ductwork that is intricately hidden with grates that seem to meld into the artwork. You see other pipes that you're pretty sure is a pneumatic system. Hi, Cookie, we're doing session. And you see just art and engineering meld together. This place is not just a place of royals and high nobility. You see people running around talking about chemical equations, talking about alloy percentages, arguing their favorite plant. There's even a whole place that is made entirely for brewing practices. And only brewing practices. But they don't just brew alcohol here, no. They have full potion vats. As you guys are walking from the... Let me actually make an improv screen. Alright. So.
Seeing this, all of this, Stahl is... I can't say blank face because he doesn't really have a face. He's more just kind of, I guess, taking it all in. What kind of lighting do we have going on here?
It's all well lit.
Is it like oil, candles.
You're not entirely sure.
Would you say they're chandeliers?
There are chandeliers, and it does look like there are some sort of there is some sort of okay, cool, that doesn't work. There's some sort of lighting you're not entirely sure about.
What kind of place is this? When did they get everything?
What you
This
mean?
seems like so much.
Meanwhile, Akuma is partially intrigued, but also partially unfazed because he's been here for a couple of times.
I mean, all of this wealth, wouldn't it go to the king?
It is. This is the palace.
Yes, but I've seen it outside the palace. Where's the... He just kind of keeps looking around.
Yeah.
But then there's the... But what? Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, alright. And then he just says, like, I made my conclusion. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Transmutation.
Why are you not writing anymore?
Out of ink.
My Whatcom pad is out of ink. I hope not.
Couldn't see it.
It actually is not wanting to write. What the fuck?
I'm telling you, it's out of ink.
No, the fuck it isn't.
I know. It's an electronic thing. It'd be really funny if it was out of yellow printer ink.
Come on. Wakey, wakey, exit, bakey. I spent so much fucking money on this. There you go. Okay. So you guys are in the science area. Well, most of our taxes actually gets paid back to the people. We have in our science division, we have all sorts of fun little field trips for those who are young and all that. We've got electricity that we generate using underground water wheels and geothermal, and I got all sorts of other stuff. Actually, she goes over to what looks to be a small panel and presses her hand on it, and the whole hallway gets slightly dark. And then she hits it again, and it comes back to normal. We've actually were able to generate so much electricity that no one has to pay for it. It's kind of a surplus thing. We actually are thinking about producing electricity in such a way that we can use it to broadcast even further outside of the Dwarven Empire. Probably along lines with the trains that are going to be staffed by orcs. Oh yeah, Akuma! By the way, the orcs have given permission for us to build beside their ancient homeland. So thank you for getting that all set up.
No problem.
Install.
Let's just hope we don't have any more Lionsdale incidents.
Lionsdale? Ah. You mean Lionheart?
Or Lionheart.
I see. So, trains? Flying machines? Electricity? field trips to a possibly dangerous area known as the Science Division. Opulence, but also function.
It's actually just the worker transmutation. Stahl has just kind of resounded his idea to just saying, these people just have the Philosopher's Stone, honestly. That's just how it is.
That's one way to do it.
He doesn't want to believe whatever the fuck else they're saying. It's just a Philosopher's Stone.
A lot easier.
A lot easier just to go and go, yeah, no, this is the work of fucking madmen. You guys quickly move into the museum portion, and Byron is taken at this point to go into the garden and housing area, which is further this way, which I'm not even going to try to draw. And you guys are escorted all the way to the High Court. Through the archives and the High Court. Yee.
Okay.
The nerds.
I'm not even going to go into that. Anyway. So, Akuma.
The best.
Yes.
In the High Court, you see that the Emperor is actively doing stuff, and you are approached by someone who is in the science garb. It depends. This one looks to be like an armorer that you've seen before. And he sits down with you and basically gets your order form for adamantine armor. So, there's that. Knee and Stall, if there's any sort of item that you would like.
Well, we could just take it?
You have to put in an order.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Boy, I'm concerned what
lads,
goes through your
well, lads, if you want some fancy new gear, now's your chance.
And
What kind of stuff?
we also do intricate like if you want it brown instead of blue, we do that too.
What are the options? I would like to take a look.
He flips through his notebook and goes, well, I've been authorized to give you anything that you guys can actually pay for. Which could be a lot of things, but, well, anything that is classified below a rarity that is so hard to find, you'd have to find it in dungeons, which are slowly popping up everywhere. Common magic items will run you around 100 gold. So, like, see, actually, I have to look up something real quick. I have the wrong book out. I could have just like, okay, good, yay. Adamantine is the highest rarity that we can actually offer, and that has to be special ordered. That's what we're doing right now. Any like ammunition that seems to do a little bit more damage, we sell. We also we have come across actually a couple of rare necklaces that adventurers can order and get that help with combat.
Oh.
Bags of bags of holding are a little harder to get, and bags of devouring are even worse, considering we have to like bind something to it. We got bags of beans, some bags of tricks. My favorite has to be the boots of speed, because I'm always having to run around, and as you can tell, there's no straight lines in this godforsaken palace. So I have to run from here, through the archive, through the museum, all the way down into the second level of the science division. Really liking that. I know a lot of people are actually ordering brooms of flying, because that's the next step, is to actually start putting homes and mining sites up in the top parts of the mountain. So a lot of contractors are getting that. It's a lot safer than getting harnesses, because you can harness a broom of flying and you don't have to add anything like that. You are a monk, right, Turtle friend? He's pointing to you, Nate.
I nod my head and say I am.
Well, I would offer a couple of our bracers. We have bracers of the fences. We have bracers of the archway. There's a couple of alchemy jugs that you can have. Let's see. Are you more of a dodgy sort of monk, or are you a more punch hard and ask questions later sort of monk?
A little bit of both.
You might. You're not exactly one for footwear. Cloaks might be more your style. Yeah, we can offer a cloak of displacement. Oh, that one, unfortunately, I can't style or color.
That's alright.
We did have a cloak of invisibility, but we unfortunately misplaced it. And
Misplaced.
oh, but we do have a cloak of protection. And we do have a couple of circlets. We have non-magical varieties and also magical variety of circlets. Yeah, Metal Man. What exactly do you do?
I'm technically the tank.
What on earth is a tank? Are you a cleric? Are you a paladin? I know that you're a holy man by the images you got.
Oh, don't say that. A cleric.
Cleric of what?
The forge.
And he just he lights up. Ah! I've got a family that's the cleric of the forge. And he gets hushed by a couple of people. Sorry. It's actually quite nice to actually find a quote-unquote holy man that doesn't exactly follow by the gods. Oh my gosh. You would be so fucking surprised at how many people get so hoity-toity about following gods that just walk among us.
Huh.
Oh. Shut up.
Well, I guess it's good that you. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I would actually recommend for you, since you're a forge cleric, that's what we call them down here, is a brazier of commanding fire elementals. Sorry, fire elementals. I know that my mic cut out on Discord. But we also... And since you said you're a cleric, That means you're more the stand in front of your fellows and to take hits sort of things. We have parapets of wound closing and stuff like that, though. That's rare. That's very rare. Let me see what I have here. You hear him like flitting through. Where is it? Where is it? Oh! Are you good with warhammers?
No.
No? Shame. Are you strong enough to wear heavy armor?
Yes.
Alright. I can get y'all set up with Dwarven Plate. It's more on the more experimental side, but we're actually rolling it out for adventures. It makes it easier for you to move around as long as you're standing upright and we've seen this in the field. We're not entirely sure how it works. Mostly because the runesmith decided to lock themselves up in their room one day and came out sweating with 16 new runes. They don't even know what it does. I'm pretty sure they were doing cocaine about it. But apparently, if you're thrown in this set of armor, you don't get thrown as far. As long as you don't want to be thrown. Not entirely sure how it's done. I'm not a wizard. I'm not an artificer. I'm just a merchant that works alongside with the science division. AKA, if you're wearing this armor, you get a +2 bonus to HC. In addition, the effects, if an effect moves you against your will against the ground, you can use a reaction to reduce the distance you are moved up to 10 feet.
And is the armor a specific kind of armor, or could it just be?
It is plate armor. That's why he asked, "Are you strong enough to have heavy armor?"
No, yeah, I'm strong. No, I think I'm wearing right now. Hold on, let me see. I'm wearing chainmail. I'm like already at like 19. All right, how much?
Well, this is a very rare item, so I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure the starting rate is 250 gold. Now, since you are friends of the Emperor and up-and-coming people that are going back into the island chain, the archipelago, I'm not entirely sure if they'll knock it down. He's actually, I just looked at it. So this is very rare armor. Very rare armor runs from 5,001 gold to 50k gold.
Yeah, they tend to be like that. It's what you like. I just remember I got diamonds, I got platinum, I got silver. I need to snuff them, though.
You can go back to the science division after this. And he's just here as a... He's literally just here as a merchant trying to get stuff to the science division so that that area makes money.
Fair enough.
Alright, he'll turn back to Nee. You said you were a monk. Oh, you said you were a person.
Aye.
Alright. And you are a dodge monk, not a punch monk. Is there anything... we just lost...
We gotta leave VC for a minute, that's all.
Cringe. Alright. What type of dodge monk? We have a couple of people around here that are running dojos. Sometimes they ask for specific stuff and I'm supposed to get it for them, but I'm not entirely sure how on earth I'm going to do it.
How familiar are you with monks?
Not exactly a very...
Are you aware of their...
I know that they have different schools. I know there's some that deal with the elements. I know that there's some that deal more with alcohol and the ability to dodge as if they are drunk.
I'm definitely more of that.
Okay. He quickly flips through his booklet, just like how I am. It wouldn't be out of the question. But do you use your hands more than any sort of other weapon?
Aye.
Mm.
I don't really get a chance to use other weapons, to be fair.
That's true. That's true. Then, I don't know why, but I keep getting recommendations and like asks for like a endless decanter of alcohol by these groups of people, but I don't think that would work for you.
I'm not sure if I needed something like that.
We do actually have a set of brass knuckles. It was donated from a different adventurer, and it might be more up your alley. It was only donated because they quit adventuring, and well, they settled down. We also no, we don't have that one. He's like going through.
And I guess something I will do is I will, out of character, go and look at some
We happen
items.
to actually. How well are you at swimming? I know you're turtles, and I know some turtles are good at swimming, some aren't. That's why I'm asking.
I'm not the greatest at swimming.
I've got a ring that can let you walk on it instead of swimming through it.
That wouldn't be terrible.
I can put you down for either the ring of swimming or the ring of water walking. The ring of swimming will allow you to basically swim as if you were a fish, move as fast as you would if you were on land. The one on water walking would make you walk on water as if you were walking on land. No need for swimming. And if you don't think you like that, I do have a ring of the ram. But it's too stubborn as stubborn dwarves can be, decided to pour as much magic as they could into the thing. And I know you said you don't hit hard, but this would allow you to hit hard and to dodge as much as it be. Alright, so the Ring of the Ram. This ring has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 expended spell charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use your action to expend 1 to 3 charges of this attack with one creature you see within 60 feet of you. Also, welcome back, Stall. The ring produces a spectral ram's head that makes the attack roll with a +7 bonus. On hit, for each charge you spend, target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. Alternatively, you can expend 1 to 3 of the ring's charges of an action to try to break an object you can see within 60 feet of you that isn't being worn or carried. The ring makes strength checks with a +5 bonus for each charge you spend.
Okay.
I've used that one. That's really good. And we do have a couple of other rings that we could do. Now, Mr. Kumo, adamantine armor is going to cost a pretty penny. I hope you're realizing that right now. And I'm not entirely sure you're able to fix it to actually use it, because let's be fair, I'm not entirely sure. Can you use armor that is moderately heavy? Like a breastplate or chain shirt? Akuma!
Yes?
Oh my gosh!
Oh, that...
Okay. Can you use medium or heavy armor?
I believe I can use, if I can remember, I believe I can use light or medium armor.
Oh, that's good. That means that you won't be having a problem with the adamantine armor.
Of course. I was considering getting titanium. Way too heavy for me.
We don't have titanium armor anymore. We just use titanium for a coating now. Because titanium itself is actually quite brittle. But if we use it as a coating, it toughens up the outside of the metal. We're not entirely sure how that works.
Very nice.
So just so you know, the adamantine armor only deals against crits. It's not against full armor. Like, it's not going to give you an AC bonus. However, he can offer a +1 to +2 armor.
I mean, I just need something to make me less squishy, you know? Or something that'll, like, help me survive deadly blows, because during that fight against the creature that presumably killed the dragon, I almost the dust, as they would say. Guy?
He's thinking about it. I don't exactly have an armor that is, other than the adamantine armor that's been shown to block mortal wounds. We do have some armor that seems to be a little bit more magically inclined and resilient. He like sits. You see him squat down, and a stool appears under him, and he sits and thinks. I'm drawn really a blank from this. I've heard word. Now, we don't steal this. I've heard word that somewhere up in the archipelago, someone is an armor smith that does, honestly, wicked things with armor. I'm not saying go and try to find him. I'm not saying take the adamantine water that you're gonna buy and go and try to find him. But I'm saying he might exist, he might not. And if you've been to a couple of places, he might not be there, but he might be in the place that you're going. Because if you're here, and you got that thing with you, he kind of points his head, like tilts his head and gestures with it to stall. More than likely, you're going to be going to the island of Grey, which actually has a up-and-coming envoy coming to the Empire. We're supposed to be doing a sort of meet and greet and discussing stuff. I'm not entirely sure. They've actually shut me out of that meeting altogether.
Yes, I guess you could say that. I mean, you know, just in case we have like a really intense battle, well, I need something to help me survive, you know?
I mean, you still have the healing axe. I can see it on you.
Correct.
Gives me the
It's attached to my hip.
Aye. See it. Well, that's most of the stuff that would be generally helpful for y'all. And I'll put in an order for a couple of the stuff just to get it ready so you can look at it. So, out of character, we have a couple rings.
Alright, we got a couple rings so far.
Mantine armor. Stall! What did you, say that you would probably get?
Okay, so how much was that brazier?
Brazier.
It depends if I get it.
No, he's just getting it, and saying, hey, even if you buy it, we can literally just put it in a room so you guys can look at it.
Well, I want to know how much it costs.
He has rough estimates of how much it would be. And I have to go fucking find it.
In character, I'm like, maybe I should have asked for an adamantine. I mean, I love my longsword. I really do. But I wouldn't mind something a little bit, stronger. The healer's got to defend himself after all. Isn't that right?
Right.
That sounds right.
How much is it? There is from 500 to 5,000. I know that you said you were really thinking about a different one. I can't fucking remember what it was.
It's the brazier, or it was a certain type of armor.
The dwarven plate. That's it.
Dwarven plate, yeah. So let me see. What did the dwarven plate do again?
+2 to AC and reduces being thrown by 5 foot. Alright, so he's like, alright, I've marked down exactly what you want to see, and I can get you the prices faster this way. And you see him click his heels together, and you see the man has Heelies. And you literally see him skate out the door to the archives. But he's whizzing. Boy is faced.
Quick question. Are adamantine swords a thing in our campaign? And would they be any good?
I have no clue if they're a thing at all. Adamantine. No, adamantine's strictly for defense.
I see.
You would like obsidian, and obsidian's expensive. Alright. You got. Also, while I'm there, can I look up the list of magic items to ask for? Yes! Anything that is rare to common. Because I'm pretty sure you guys don't have 1,600 platinum just rolling around in your pocket.
I only have 1 platinum.
Exactly. Legendaries are expensive and very rare for a good fucking reason. And your artifact style, your artifact that you had, was used. It was a MacGuffin. You are also getting a discount because you know the Emperor and he has vouched for you, and also you guys have helped out the princess, the head of the science division. So don't worry, y'all have connections.
Nice. I mean, I guess maybe it wouldn't hurt her to get the adamantine armor. Or, you know, for now. Well, in case Isakuma finds a better piece of armor in a dungeon or something.
Yep.
And hey, no random crits is always good, right?
Hopefully. Wait, hold on. I've been stuck on the fucking streaming. I forgot to change I'm a goober. I'm a fucking goober. I forgot to change it from starting soon to the actual thing. Goober. Absolute goober. Anyway, we're gonna run a 1-minute ad real quick. Cause fuck you. Twitch needs to give me money. And also a bathroom break. For those that are at YouTube, just go pee.
Yeah, go do your thing.
We're going on break. Because I also have to use the bathroom. And I'm going to go check on people. Because we had an earthquake earlier today.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, it was a small one. Weirdly enough, I live near a fault line. So, we can have crazy earthquakes, but since there's graphite on the fault line, it kind of just slips a lot easier than just force building and then sliding hard. It just kind of slips. Nothing crazy. I'm actually going to go check if there's structural damage as well.
Okay, you go do that.
There was structural damage from the first earthquake that this house went through. Alright. Apparently boys piss longer than I do. Alright.
No, I've been back.
got stuff that you want to polish, to smelt, or anything like that, it's done in the
I gotta smelt down the ores and shit I got.
it's done in the science area.
Going in the science area. Hold on. Alright, do I gotta pay him a commission to smelt this stuff down?
Whenever you get there, probably.
Fuck. Booker, we're broke, Booker. We're so broke, Booker.
I mean, it's
Yeah, right.
2 silver if you just want to use their stuff. As long as you don't break it.
I could use their stuff without breaking it. Ain't that right, Booker? Yeah, Booker. Yes, yes, Booker. Yeah. This dog wants aggressive pettings and now. Jesus, Booker.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah, Booker. Yeah. Yeah.
Go give the dog some love.
He got enough. Now he's getting out of here.
It's like, alright, that's enough. I've got what I needed.
Welcome back.
Yep. I'm back.
Just to be back.
We're waiting on Pix. Who went to go piss? It's not a limerick, I swear. So, how is everyone today?
Pretty good. I know, like, in a minute, I'm probably gonna have to, like, get myself ready for a family party. I'm only just going there for the free food. I ain't even gonna lie.
Understandable.
I celebrated my mother's birthday yesterday.
Hey! Happy belated birthday to her.
Yeah, instead of like a cake, she got gluten-free cupcakes.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. Well, it's something that she can eat.
Yeah. They're calling for bannings in my Discord. Goodness. Passage of time will come for all. Boy, how does it hit like a fucking train. Where's Pix?
I shouldn't too.
You probably shouldn't. We might end early just because I've got something I've got to do later. Not work.
Oh dear.
Thank fuck it's not work.
Thank you. Yeah.
But this also allows you guys to get your magic items that you desperately need.
I desperately need them.
What was that?
This allows you guys to get the magic items that you want, and then we can get on with the plot. Well, the start of the plot. You guys have to get to the spot. I promise. We're going
Get to the spot.
Stall. We're going to your homeland.
Hey, we're going back home. We're going back the way we came. Let's go.
And Akuma, you get to live some of the weirdest dreams that you've had.
Oh boy, more fucked up dreams.
You remember that time that you met with Loth several times?
Loth?
Yeah.
Loth or sloth?
Loth. Spider.
That's just sneezing and choking.
I think I might have forgotten about that.
Magic item that it's not lesser fentanyl, it is lesser it's pepper. It's pepper spray. Whoa. Chlorine gas be upon you.
God damn.
Smoke bomb, bitch.
That's not a smoke bomb. Smoke bombs is dust of invisibility. Dust of sneezing and choking. Dust of disappearance is smoke bomb. Dust of sneezing and choking is a gag where if you toss it, your character and subsequently any other character needs to succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or become unable to breathe while sneezing uncontrollably. Whoa,
Yikes.
asthma and seasonal problems be upon me.
Sneezing powder be upon me.
Yeah.
So is the early end final, or is it still a maybe?
A what? The early end? We're not ending just
end.
yet. We're waiting on Pix to come back from the bathroom. I think he fell down the rabbit hole of common, uncommon, and rare magic items. Because there's some funny shit in there. You don't need very rare, legendary, and artifacts to do funny stuff if you know how to do it.
I thought it was your job to make sure he didn't do that.
What, shit his whole ass?
No, we'll fall down the rabbit hole again.
I am not his keeper. I am not his... Do you think that I live with him? No. He lives in a completely different state. How am I going to stop a man from finding out there's dust of sneezing and choking?
I don't know. Probably nothing.
Exactly. I can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm about to. This one platinum I'm probably gonna get is gonna pay for everything straight up.
aggressive clicking. Pigs.
Pigs,
Are you shitting
please.
your whole ass? You're also muted if you're back.
Maybe he locked himself in the bathroom by accident.
Yeah,
We're stuck.
Door stuck.
The boy is straight up shitting everything out. It's just not even out of his ass. He's just shitting it all out.
Pigs.
My boy is so gone, dude.
Man's
This
shitting.
guy is out of here. He is so out of here.
If you are here and you are muted just to fuck with us, I fucking swear.
Give us a sign.
You've pulled a
He's
gas.
not giving a sign. There is no signs. Hey, come on.
Pix, are you stuck in the bathroom?
This boy ain't gonna answer that. He ain't even
Selfie
here.
twice for yes.
Selfie?
Selfie twice? Yo, 2 selfies. Selfies in the toilet.
No. What the fuck?
Or, I mean, I can't tell him to blink twice for yes. Yes, can I? I can't
That's
see.
true.
He's shit. Like, what else do you expect me to tell him?
That's
I don't know. We just wait for this guy.
Good. Nays, Pigs, are you okay? Oh, hold on. There's typing. It's been like more than 5 minutes, my guy. Are you good? It's gonna be a longer ETA. No ETA, sadly. IDK of ETA would be TMI. Man, he's shitting his whole ass. All right, me in character is going to the bathroom. Anyway.
Oh man.
Anyway, so you guys are more than welcome to go into the from the court because unfortunately the Emperor is very hung up on dealing with the nobles who are trying to push him to go and invade another sovereign country. And he's just like, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Next question. What if we invade them? Shut the fuck up. More like that. Meanwhile, there's a couple of engineers that are like, I want patents. He's like, I can't do that right now. Archives are already overflowed. You guys are more than welcome to go to the science wing. Poor Aldrin is not having a fun time.
Well, I guess we just have to wait for our orders to process. Well, what do you want to do first, Stoll?
Well, I gotta start smelting. So No. You like metal? You like lava?
Well, I do have a bit of fire resistance, but it's not like I can bathe in the stuff.
I'm gonna take that as a maybe no. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yeah, yeah, my skin may be red, but I'm still a bag of meat and bone.
Yes. So, it probably won't take too long, I think. So, you could do what you want. I gotta do this first. I gotta get the money in order to pay for the things I'm gonna be looking at.
Of course.
I'm going to the science center with the science group. I'm with the science.
I'm with the science team. No. Alright, Akuma, you've been to the second level of the science wing. You might need to go and help him.
I just deliberate on it for a moment. He might not know where he's going.
I just took a direction.
Sorry, Byron, I'll see you later.
Byron's already gone. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, I know. He was speaking to himself when he said that.
Ah, gotcha.
Hold on, wait a moment, stall. You know, just in case you get lost, which is likely. I'll try my best as to guide you around.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Although, to be fair, my memory is slightly rusty of this place, but I don't think they changed much. So the Science Lab's second wing.
Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Would you like me to come with you?
Oh, yeah, if you'd like. Honestly.
Maybe I can think of some new licks on the way over. The musical kind.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be licking people?
Hey, he's back!
Hey, he's back.
Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah, the body just said it needed to go.
Go it went for 8 minutes.
That's pretty fast, all things considered.
I thought you said you were just taking a piss break.
No. When I said need, it was
A mighty deed.
the number that comes after 1.
Okay.
I don't know how else I'm gonna need to lay that one out.
Yeah, let's not go any further.
Well, yeah, that's why I said I wasn't sure if I was gonna give an ETA.
Anyway, Stall and I are going to the second wing of the Science Lab.
Alright.
Or at least I'm trying to guide him there. Or maybe trying to think of a new song. Because I am a bard after all.
Mm-hmm. Along with it.
I get that.
Iron and steel, la 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 lava.
Don't you
Oh,
start.
no, get me away from this guy.
Alright. I'm taking it away.
I kid. No, please, not the kneecaps. No.
Get that out of there.
That's it. Get him a magical item that's the pickle lighter.
Get this guy away from me.
Oh, there's worse things. I could literally just throw dust of sneezing and choking on him.
Lesser Fent.
Not even lesser Fent. What the fuck?
The lyrics are a little bit of a work in progress. I'll figure that out later.
When the humble bard, flint and steel. No.
Life is a prison.
Life is a prison, and the warden has been dead for a while.
Life is an asylum, and I forgot the key.
You were never handed the key in the first place. Why would they hand the guy that's locked up the key?
They lost the key. I was supposed to get out 5 years ago.
Well, we're a corrupt system, so you're actually doing time for someone else now. No, I'm just looking at items and I'm realizing there's not a lot that I think I would want. I mean, like, the only one that I could think of off the top of my head that's super pertinent to me is, like, the Wraps of Unarmed Prowess.
I mean, hey.
And that's from the Book of Many Things.
Okay.
It's really, it is as simple as it comes by, though. It's basically just a plus whatever for your unarmed attacks. It caps it very rare with a +3.
I will allow it.
I did also find a Belt of Dwarven Kind,
Mm-hmm.
which apparently forces you to turn into a dwarf. More specifically, if your species can grow a beard, you will grow a beard immediately, and if you already have a beard, you grow a bigger beard.
You also get like pluses for Constitution and all that.
You get a bunch of that, and if you already are a dwarf, you get advantage on saving throws against poison, and resistance against poison damage. Oh no, if you aren't a dwarf, you have all of these, okay. What if I was a dwarf, though, and I wore this? What happened?
This is my dad's belt. What do you mean?
I have advantage on charisma checks with dwarves.
Can really talk to these dwarven guys.
So rocks, am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, rocks. Oh.
Yeah, rocks, boy, rocks.
But yeah, no, that's like one of the first things that I was like, okay, that's something. Everything else is kind of like niche, silly, doesn't really affect me, but could be funny. I guess I could also look at artifacts in general. See if there's any silly things. Question marks. Ooh. No, I'm only looking at rare down. But yeah, no, a lot of it was just kind of, yeah, just kind of there. Amulet of Amulet of Proof against detection and location. Okay, I'm just immune to the detect and locate spell if I wear it. It's uncommon.
Yeah.
So people have it everywhere apparently.
No, it's not common, but some people have it. Not everybody.
Yeah, some people have it. Meanwhile, everybody's walking around with their fucking wand sheaths, which actually made me, while I was reading, I was like, that sounds kind of cool. I'd play a wizard for that.
Yeah.
Being able to pull out another wand as a bonus action.
Behold, a second wand.
I was just thinking of it like a Wild West kind of getup. And of course, immediately above Wand Sheath is Wand of Smiles from Xanathar's Guide. A target must succeed a DC 10 Charisma saving throw or be forced to smile for 1 minute. That's it. Like, to me, that sounds very silly. Okay, though. All seriousness aside, though.
Anyway.
Yeah, all seriousness, or all silliness aside, going into serious. I will ask the dwarf who was going around asking, like the whatever the hell shop, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it a shop. The magical items and stuff. Ask if they have any ability to enchant some arm wraps that I have.
Oh yeah, you got a couple of enchanters that all they do is enchant. I'm not entirely sure if they know how to do anything else.
Well, primarily, I don't really have anything here that I truly need, I guess. You know, a bunch of I don't need much to get by in the world, but I do a lot of hand-to-hand combat. So being able to be more proficient, I guess, in it, or more specifically, like an enchanted arm wraps that potentially give like magical damage.
Oh, we could probably do that. You can go talk to the people in the science area whenever I go and get these things set up. And if you give them a good enough idea, they'll probably do it for free. I mean, heck, that's how I got these things. And this is, by the way, this is back whenever he was still in the room and you guys weren't in the science wing. He shows off his boots of speed and goes, I asked them to add a little wheel in them. So it's a lot faster, and it just enchanted the actual wheel to move instead of me. And then you just see him wheelie off very quickly. And now we're back to present, where you guys are in the science wing.
All right.
They let you into a room where there is a person, and the person is setting out a couple of rings. There's a armor stand that is fully decked out. There is a couple of things on a table. One that looks like a miniature brazier that looks to be always lit. And lastly, another armor stand. This one looks to be a full plate armor. And then there's a half dwarf, half gnome sitting in the chair. And he goes, "Alright." And I was told that there was a possible asking for enchantment and use to the forge.
You'd be correct.
Alright. Well, enchantment depends on what they're really feeling for today, and I'll take it to them, though I will warn you, not a lot of them have the greatest social skills. Though their enchantments are honestly frightening. And for you, Metal Man, you will have access to the forges for a little while. If you need any help making any alloy, just ask around. And it'll be 2 silver just to have some access to our forge. The forge actually will use the silver in other projects. They don't take it for money, they take it for alloy.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Thank you. I'm gonna cough up this the 2 silver. How much gold? Is like 100, right?
Yeah, it's 100 all the way down.
Gotcha. Oh shit, even from platinum?
Oh no, platinum is thousands.
Oh hell yeah. Boys, we getting out of the mines with this one. I paid the 2 silver. I'm going into these forges, bros. I'm smelting.
Good for you.
Alright.
I mean, you can go do that. And if you don't need my help, well, I'll go see my griffin.
And if you're looking over your pygmy griffin, he should be with the other pygmies up in the garden for some much needed exercise. Though I hope that he's not with the princess of the archives pygmy griffin, because that one's actually quite almost into the mini griffin stage. It's quite large.
I mean, like, How large?
The half dwarf, half gnome. You can tell because he's wearing a funny hat. No, I'm joking. He doesn't have that established of a beard. And he goes, it comes up to mid-rib cage for me, which is around 3 feet from paw to shoulder. That's on where its back is. Think a Maine Coon.
So, a rather large cat, correct?
Oh, that's what part of it is. It's actually a kind of part of a whole breeding program because we're trying to make pygmy griffins back into more, well, genetically viable specimens because there was an inbreeding sort of situation.
I see. Well, I bet Byron is being taken care of quite well, don't you think? Okay.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
Anyway, off you go. Forge is
All right.
Forge is a couple of places off to the side. And yeah, you guys are basically allowed to walk around and go to the forge. Stall, you're able to forge your stuff.
My stuff. Is there any rolls or anything for it, or just it happens?
I'm pretty sure you're proficient enough in hammering shit. Nee,
Mm-hmm.
you are taken to a group of rooms, and in the middle sits like there's a large table, and you just see a bunch of scribbles that they look like they're talking amongst each other using written like script, but can he actually read Dwarvish, or is it no?
I believe I cannot.
Okay, so it looks just like a bunch of scribbles. There's no talking whatsoever. You one of them gestures to a seat and hands you a piece of paper with in common saying, "We're not talking today. If you would like something enchanted, please write down and leave the materials."
Okay. Then yeah, no, then I will go and take a paper if there is one available. If not, I can find one. I'm pretty sure they have some on standby.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any boxes and things to like store what I want them to enchant?
No, it looks like you set it on the table.
Okay. Then I will go and set my wraps on the table, and I will write down that I simply would just I would like them to be enchanted to make to improve proficiency in hand-to-hand combat.
There's scribbling, them moving things around, and a paper gets shoved over to you. It looks like there's a bunch of the scribbles, and then in common it goes, since you complied with our not talking, we'll do it for free. A lot of people actually will continue talking even if we ask them not to. Just leave what you need, leave the room, and then we'll do it.
I go and I leave the room.
All right. After a couple of minutes, you come back. You're basically, the door opens and a hand basically like waves to you to come back. You are handed your enchanted wraps with another piece of paper being handed to you.
Okay, I will give it a read.
All right. This is enchanted with the ability to have to aim better while punching. We also added an extra gift because you have been so kind and not questioning why we're doing this. You would not believe how many times we've had to break our vow of silence because someone came in and started demanding we do something. So, I will message you quickly what your enchanted wraps do. While I'm doing this, Okama.
Yes?
Would you like to check in on your friends, or would you like to walk over to the gardens?
I'll walk over to the garden.
Alright, so you walk over to the garden, and it looks like there's a plethora of plants and animals. This doesn't look like you're in a cave. It looks like you're outside. There's nice, like, there's a breeze, there's lush plants everywhere, trees, bushes. There's a babbling brook that you're not entirely sure where the beginning is or the end is, and it looks like it just kind of disappears outside of the area. And there's just, it looks nice. It's a garden. And you see a couple of other pygmy griffins. You see some that look more cat-like. You see some that are more bird. And then you see Byron actively... Hold on. I have to look something up real quick because I'm not entirely sure what what a specific mating ritual of a crow is.
I hear the women like the color blue. This is a reference.
Right. So, you see that Byron is acting very strangely to one of a very large pygmy griffin.
Hello, bye. Hey, what are you doing?
Shh, you get pulled away. Shh.
Hmm?
Don't interrupt him. He's been trying to do this for the last 30 minutes. And honestly, it's impressive. You were pulled away by a younger dwarf that seems to be covered in flowers and just pieces of bushes. Like they are stealthing through like shrubbery.
I see. Has he lost any weight?
Oh, yes, he actually has. He's been running around constantly trying to get the attention of of that one over there. She points over to the absolutely massive, almost tiny griffin.
Massive, almost tiny.
You have pygmy and you have tiny. Then you have griffin, then you have great griffin. That's how the naming schemes go.
So, pygmy, tiny, normal, and great.
Yes. Tiny and mini get changed interchangeably. So.
I guess that's the one they told me about.
Oh, you were told about the Oh, sorry. I interrupt. I'm Lily. I get kind of excited about animals. Sorry.
Oh, that's understandable. Name's Akuma. Akuma Ailstorm, but just call me Akuma.
Nice to meet you, sir. Oh, wait, you're that Akuma. Oh, Keonric sometimes tells stories to the staff about you and your adventures. Though they weren't much, he holds them very highly.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Oh, that he holds our adventures in such high regard. Honestly, I miss adventuring with him. But, the responsibilities of being a king and all, don't really have time for adventuring. Or he doesn't really get that much time to adventure, or I guess.
No, unfortunately not. He's kind of turned into almost his grandfather, which he's basically trying to stop a war from happening.
Oh dear.
Well, a lot of the nobles seem to think that since we have all this technology and stuff, we should be able to go and attack an entirely different nation, but normally we don't do that. We are a kind of neutral state.
I mean, why would you want to attack another nation anyway?
They're hungry and greedy. And they think they could probably get more land and more influence.
Ugh, nobles. Don't even get me started on those pricks.
I agree.
Pardon the language.
No, you're fine. That's actually my pygmy griffin right there. She points to the giant Mancoon griffin. It's actually quite sweet to see that your pygmy griffin is trying to get with mine. How old is Byron?
Let's see. His egg hatched several months. Full sexual maturity at this point.
He is 2 years old. You've had 2 Christmas episodes.
2 years old.
Wow. And you said that he hatched? Do you remember who the breeder was?
I didn't really get it from a breeder per se. Just from some 50 merchant.
Do you remember their name or anything like that? It's rare to find viable pygmy griffin eggs out in the wild.
I do remember that it was way before he went to, the other place. All those isles and all. And it was also way before. I think that was when Aldrich was still adventuring with me. Yeah, probably. That's when Aldrich, Missera, Johnson and I were all still the same.
Wow.
I think it was during some sort of sun festival. Like, I don't know, a solstice or something?
I haven't come across any pygmy griffin, Wait, no. There once was a guy who worked alongside me, and, well, he made off with a couple of eggs, so maybe it's from that clutch? I don't know. But if they're of the same age and the right age to mate and do anything together. If you do plan on going and adventuring and all that more, you can leave him with me and I can probably put them in a breeding program, and if we do get viable eggs, I'll make sure that you know and I'll keep you updated as much as possible. If that's alright with you.
Perhaps, I guess. I mean, Byron has been a valuable asset for our team. But he's also a bit of...
Oh, I don't doubt that in the slightest.
So I guess maybe some time away. And with all this whole reviving of the sun god and adventuring, I really don't have time to take care of him on my own.
I would love to take care of your pet.
Sure, I guess a little bit of time away wouldn't hurt. But although he is pretty good at tracking, that little guy certainly has quite the nose or beak nose, whatever you call it.
Well, if she stops and looks, look. She starts excitingly pointing, and Byron starts doing a display. And it seems like her pygmy griffin is intrigued.
Look in general. Is it something like this?
Something similar to the bird of paradise, yes. But he starts doing a couple of chirps and hums while basically hopping around and showing his tail feathers and honestly his girth.
He's certainly quite the dancer.
Well, that's impressive. Did you teach him how to do that?
No, of course not.
That's the first display that I've seen out of all of them. Normally we have to hand breed them. You see her take out a notebook and excitingly scribble.
I mean, I guess he has had past experience.
How so?
Like when we first came back here, the little guy was he scurried off. When I found him hiding in a drawer or closet, he came out with another griffin. And apparently they were attached, if you get my drift.
That's impressive. So there was just wild breeding.
Well, there was an attempt. And I haven't seen that wild griffin since. I mean, who knows where they are?
Still, that's great. That means that your griffin is able to breed properly, which is really hard to get young male griffins to even try.
Yeah, that is strange. I mean, I don't really know much about griffins per se. But that is quite an impressive display.
Anyway, after we quickly move away like Animal Planet, we're gonna end today's session here. You are free to get your magic items. They have already been basically given to you. So from the list that I have put in the Roll20, those are yours. Take them. You might need them. Who knows? And me, you are more than welcome to look over the. Please look over that. That is some crazy stuff.
I see it. I gave it a reaction.
Yeah. And yeah, you guys are. We're done. Thank you so much for watching. I now have to go get ready for dinner at 5 o'clock.
Oh, good.
Also, I have to do stuff. But anyway, y'all have a great rest of your day. And yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.